What's poppin', Aaliyah's lazy eye? Woo! I love you, Aaliyah. May she rest in peace. It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Season 11, Episode 1 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I gotta say, guys, this was giving me old school Love and Hip Hop, period. Like, I felt like they went back to the original formula of this show, and seeing people perform and the events and everything. Like, it was just giving what it needed to give. Like, I was really into tonight's episode. I really truly was. So the episode starts off with Spice in her confessional. Her bob was bobbing, by the way. Yes, God. And she says, I was fighting for my life, fighting through this septic infection that was taking over all the organs in my body. My lungs was collapsing. We then see photographs of, like, from her surgery where I guess the incisions split open. Oh my God. If y'all don't stop with these surgeries and stuff, like these elective surgeries, like, if it ain't necessary, y'all, really think about it. Really think about it. Like, because it's been so many women passing away from these elective surgeries. Like, it's just not worth it. So she says that she actually passed away and that God granted her a second chance. So thank you, Jesus, for that. We then see 3 months later, she's better. She's at home with her kids and her mom. But her kids are about to head back to Jamaica because it's time for the school season to begin. And of course, she doesn't want to see her kids go, but she feels like they're much safer there in Jamaica and everything with her mom. Plus, you know, she's touring and stuff. So it's the best place for them to be. So I'm just happy that, you know, she's doing better. And I just hope that she takes her health and her life just even more seriously at this point. So Kirk, Rashida, Erica, Chaotic, Scrappy, Rennie Ricci, Jock, Kendra, they all attend a hype hair event because Jock and Kendra are on the cover. Jock is gone platinum, baby. Jock done seen one of my photos and decided he wanted his hair like mine. And I ain't mad at him, okay? I ain't mad. So they're on the cover of Hype Hair. And that was the best Kendra ever looked in her life. Like, she looked so beautiful on that cover. They looked really nice together, but Kendra really stood out. So Erica tells Rashida that she's worried about the Bam. Kirk was like, you know, I told Scrappy, I think Bambi really giving you a shot to get your ish together. Erica was like, she calls him like, hey, come spend time with the kids. But deep down, it's like, come home. Like, she want her husband. And I feel like if that's how she feels at this point, just say that. If you want your marriage, say that, show that, instead of trying to play hard and act like you don't care, this, that, and the third. That's how so many relationships get messed up, because people trying to front and act like, I don't need you, I don't need no nigga. Like, that's your husband, that's your wife. If y'all want to be with each other, just say that and stop with the silly games. Like, come on, bro. Y'all got a family, kids involved. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, this is childish. So Jock then performs and he brings out Erica Banks. Now, I didn't know anything about this young lady. I don't follow her. I just saw her name all the time in the blogs, and I never understood why. I didn't know what she did. So I had to call my bestie Losha, who know everybody business, and get the tea on her. So she told me she's a rapper, and she used to date this little one rapper, and they had a really bad breakup. The dude was saying that she'd get up in the morning, didn't cook breakfast, didn't wash her butt, but then she was getting on Instagram. And they broke up, and her ex now has 2 girlfriends and some mess. Child, and that she signed to Megan Thee Stallion's old label. So there was a situation with that whole thing. So now I've been, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Updated on Erica Banks. So as she's performing on stage, we see Scrappy whispering Chaotic's ear, I guess, about how he feeling her. First of all, Chaotic is on the show because he's moved to Atlanta. I don't know if he's really moved to Atlanta or if he just moved there during filming. But regardless, I love Chaotic. He is just so funny to me, and I'm happy to see him on my television screen. Low key, I love his his body. The face, but that body, I would have to look at him from down because yes, God, now that body is everything. So Scrappy in his confessional says, wow, that's Erica Banks. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still hurt about what's going on between me and my wife, but I'm liking this view right here. You can't deny that. And I'm like, sir, you are married. Sit down. Please stop it. Ugh. So Kirk and Rashida say they're changing the Bistro to a breakfast and lunch spot, and they're going to do a tasting, and they want everybody to come. So then we see Erica Banks join Erica Mena and Rashida at the table, and Rennie Ritchie comes over and joins them. Now, Rennie in her confessional says the situation with Erica Banks and I is really weird. She started dating a guy who obviously had a crush on me, and she felt some type of way about it. I could walk through this room and not even give a F if she was here or not. And I was like, oh, okay, well, put your titty on the table. You have made it clear that you are not a fan of hers and she is not a fan of yours. And we see later on in this season, they're going to get into it. So Erica ends up saying to the guys, don't drink too much. We have to go out tonight. And if any of you embarrass me, I'm leaving you. And I'm like, huh? Did they have like a club date or something together? Because I'm like, why is she talking to them like they legend and Maji? Like, what's going on? So Scrappy was like, well, you already unfollowed me, so I guess you left me. And so Erica was like, oh, Scrappy, don't do me like that. I am mad at you, though. Scrappy was like, and I'm mad at you, too. We all mad at each other because we only heard one side of the story. Rashida then says, I ain't mad at nobody. Now, remember she said that. I ain't mad at nobody. So Scrappy, Chaotic, Rennie, and Erica Banks go to another table. And he and Erica Banks are chopping it up. It's a little bit of flirtation going on there. Rashida and Erica on the other side of the room. And Erica sitting just mean mugging them. And we hear Rashida on her mic saying, are you kidding me? A whole thirst pot. Bambi holds down your household and takes care of your kids and your business. That ain't got... And Rashida in her confession was like, bro, you're in a marriage still and Bambi don't play. Well, my thing is, if you ain't mad at nobody, why are you talking crap about them? Why are you even mentioning they marriage or whatever? I mean, say how you feel. Like, it's obvious that you feeling some type of way about Scrappy. You not liking the way he moved. So instead of talking behind his back, just say that to his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was weird to me. Because Rashida ain't never had no other problem telling him how she felt. So Bambi in her confessional was like, when I came home from Vegas, I actually was hopeful about our relationship, but it's been a nightmare. And we see her visit her lawyer because she's decided to file for divorce. She's crying and everything. So I don't know if at this point she was really fully committed to divorcing. I don't know if she did it as a scare tactic. I don't know, but it's obvious that she still cared. So Yandy, Sierra, Erica, Rashida, and Jessica White, who has joined the cast, meet at a smash room. And it's just a little cringy and ironic how Jessica White went from being an actual supermodel to now being on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, what is going on? Like, her body is still bodying, the face is still facing. Like, I don't know really what happened with her career. Like, she was a Victoria's Secret model. She was an angel and everything. And, you know, a cover girl. I don't really know what happened with her modeling career. I don't know, like, if she just fell off. It's like the same thing. Well, with Chanel Iman, Chanel Iman ended up getting married and pregnant. That's why her career kind of fell off. But I just don't know what happened with Jessica White's career. But anywho, she's on the show now. She's trying to be a rapper. Just stop. So Rashida gives them pictures of their spouses, you know, so they can have something to look at when they smash in the room. Sierra in her confessional says, me and Eric, we had this amazing engagement party. We plan to get married in Cabo, but it's just been real rough for us. We just don't get along. I miss my girl, but that confessional look, I can't wait to do my fashion killer, baby, because I was like, what is going on here? So Rashida asks Jessica, she has an ex that she wants to, scream about and hit about because she didn't know she was coming. And she was like, nah, but you could tell she lying. So Erica ends up going into the smash room and saying, to Safari, this is for basically leading her on, lying and saying he wanted them to be a family. This is for Legend because you was running around Jamaica and when he was in the NICU and this, that, and the third. So she is still very much hurt and hung up on this man. And I wish she would just say that instead of doing the whole thing. I don't want Safari. I can't stand Safari. He's a shitty dad. This, that, and the third. But you still talking about him every chance you get. Anytime you see him with another woman, there you go, going on social media, having something to say. Like, it's obvious that you filed for divorce as a scare tactic or whatever, or to get his attention. And it's obvious you didn't really want a divorce. It's obvious that you didn't want a divorce. All that hooping and hollering you did on the season finale episode last season when you were granted the divorce, you was so happy and elated until you found out all you was getting was $4,000 and some dollars a month, which for me is still a lot of money. That's still a lot of money because remind you, that $4,000 is supposed to go towards your kids, not you. That $4,000 isn't supposed to go towards your rent and your bills. It's supposed to go towards your children. So $4,000 and some dollars a month for 2 kids is more than enough, Erica. So I don't know. It seems to me like she's still very much in love with that man and that she didn't really want no divorce because she is still very much affected. So Jessica ends up telling him that she and Nick Cannon were together for 8 years. And I was like, where was we at? Like, I remember them being together, but I don't remember him like claiming her or anything. Like, no. Okay. So she said she thought they was going to get married. She also brings up how she had a miscarriage by him and found out that he had another woman pregnant at the same time. And Jessica was like, all of a sudden I went from being Jessica White to someone's harem member and I didn't even realize that was happening. Now, if this man is really going around selling women dreams, having unprotected sex with them, and then doing the same thing with other women, that is horrible. That is despicable behavior for you to do that. Now, I'm wondering, were they in a situationship and it's either he was lying to her and making it seem like it was just them and he wasn't effing with nobody else, or they was in a situationship and he knew he was messing around with other women, but maybe he was lying to her and saying that he was not having sex or he was using protection, whatever the case may be. Like, Nicholas needs to get his life in order, like literally get his life in order, because that's just trifling on so many levels. And to me, it's obvious that he's lying to these girls and selling them a dream because his one baby mama, Bree, whatever her name is, that's on Selling Sunset, she saw that he had got the last girl pregnant, the little chocolate girl, and she didn't even know about it. She was mad about it when she found out because she didn't even know. While she's sitting up here running around LA talking about something that's her man. So it's given to me that Nick out here selling these girls dreams and just randomly just out here having unprotected sex and getting these girls pregnant, which is just trifling, and he needs to be stopped. Like, he is really, truly an F-boy. And I wish that Jessica would stop crying over this fool. This is Nick Cannon. You need to be thanking God on the low. Like, it's sad that she had a miscarriage, but that was God's way of blessing you not to be a part of a harem for real, girl. So Jessica in her confessional says, I feel like for the last 8 years I was delusional and it wasn't love and he didn't love me. Precisely, because he don't love himself, girl. So Scrappy tells Kirk that the Bam filed for divorce and he's not going to fight it, pretty much. And Kirk was like, so no fighting? And he was like, I've been fighting. Y'all always see me supporting her. I had to not take shows to be there for her feelings. You want me to help you with the house, but you don't want me to make the money. It was already a problem before the text messages. Now, true, they've been having problems from the beginning. Him and the Bam been having problems for the beginning. I feel like low-key this relationship went way farther than what it was supposed to. If y'all remember, before they even got married, they was doing counseling sessions. They had broke up. Like, it was just always something with them. Like, always something. I don't think that they were meant to be together from the beginning. So that statement is true. But this text message situation just made it worse. So Kirk was like, hold on. What text? And Scrappy was like, I ain't do nothing, but I was just texting and flirting. That is doing something, sir, when you're married. The fuck? So Chaotic was like, and she cutting you off for that? Now, see, Chaotic, this is why don't nobody like you, because what you mean, that's all. Huh? He's married. He ain't supposed to be texting and flirting with no other woman. Like, he the worst friend to have around you, really, truly. So Kirk even looked at him like, dog, like, you tripping, like, simmer down. So Scrappy was like, it was the person that was the problem. So Chaotic realized that he talking about Diamond. And I told y'all when I did the video several weeks ago, title is Diamond and Scrappy back together again or something like that. I told y'all they was back messing around. I told y'all, for all you people that was in the comment section, I don't think that they together. I think that maybe they just going out. Just like I just did the video this week on Tambra being pregnant. Some of y'all was like, I don't think she's pregnant. Okay, when that baby come, remember who told you. So Scrappy says that he saw Diamond at the Millennium Tour because she was performing as well. This scarf is just not scarving. He saw her at the Millennium Tour because she was there as well. And that she was saying stuff to him that made him feel better about himself. Now, y'all know how hoes do. You don't deserve that. You a good man, Scrappy. You a good man, Savannah. And he done fell for the okie doke. So everybody meets at Kirk and Rashida's tasting. And Erica talks to Chaotic about, like, you know, what is he looking for in a woman? And he says that he wants Erica Banks. Mind you, Bambi is just looking at him like, ugh. So in her confessional, she was like, when I see Scrappy hanging out with him, it's just really cringy because he messes with girls all over the place. Looking at him, I'm just getting more and more annoyed. So she ends up saying to him, do you have kids? Are you married? And I guess he said, nah. So she was like, because I saw you on IG today with Scrappy encouraging his BS. And he just standing there like shocked, not knowing what to say, what to do. And Bambi was like, you don't know me, but that was some BS for real. This man got a whole effing family. Sometimes it's like okay not to say anything. Now, mind you, she's in tears. She's crying. And she's referring to when they were on the red carpet at the Hype Hair event. And he said when they asked Scrappy about him and the band, and he said something like, we healing or something like that. He made a joke out of it. And I remember seeing that go around the blogs when it happened. So this wasn't anything made up for the show. Like, she had a genuine reason to be upset with Chaotic because it's like, this is my marriage. Let him be a F nigga if he want to, but you ain't got to chime in because you don't even know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we all grown. You a man, and you supposed to be telling him to get that right first, even if getting that right means just leave her alone, y'all divorce, and you just be a great dad and a great co-parent, but don't be like making jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt Bambi on that. So Chaotic was like, that's me just supporting the bro. I'm not encouraging him to leave his family, you know, but I apologize. I ain't mean it like that. Like, I feel like Chaotic was being chaotic. And I think that he didn't realize that he was going too far, but a part of me still feel like you're going to do it again. So Bambi then talks to Rashida, Erica, and Jessica about the situation with Scrappy. And she says, you know, this man don't know nothing about no gas bill, no light bill. I manage our household. He keeps not paying his portion of the rent, so I have to find somewhere else to live. This is when I lost all respect for Scrappy, because regardless of what y'all going through, she could be the worst in America. You know what I'm saying? But she's still the mother of your kids, and she's still there in that household with your kids. So forget her. Think about your children. Why would you put your children in a position where they got to move because you, for whatever reason, refuse to pay the rent? I don't know if at this point, obviously it seems to me like he'd already moved out. So I'm guessing that money that he was supposed to be putting towards their household rent, he's now using it towards wherever he's living at now. But regardless, that's foul and that's messed up to do that to her. Even if you stand in the basement or in a spare room until y'all can finalize everything, do that. But you had no right to leave that girl high and dry like that and put y'all in debt with the renters, because they still gonna want their money. They gonna take y'all to court. And this was just reminding me of how Scrappy was after him and Erica broke up. Like, you're literally repeating everything that you did in the past. You literally broke up with Erica. Y'all broke up. You ran to Shay, had Shay get that house for you in her name. Didn't even pay the bills and stuff over there. Put her in debt to run back to Erica. Then to dump Erica. You know what I'm saying? Run back to Shay. Then you ran to Bambi. You know, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, grow up. And you're still the same Scrappy that we met, how many, 11 seasons ago? Like, that's sad. It really honestly is sad that you're still playing these silly, childish little boy games. But please believe you're going to reap what you sow now. Okay. So, Bambi then tells him that she filed for divorce and that he be saying little slick stuff on social media. And Rasheeda was like, I can't stand the social media. And I'm like, once again, I thought you didn't care. But you got a lot to say, Rasheeda. So Kirk was like, I keep trying to tell him, like, and Kirk is really trying to give this man genuine advice or whatever. Now, I know a lot of you like, well, Kirk can't talk because he had a baby on Rasheeda. Girl, that is a storyline. That stuff wasn't real. Because where is he? You don't never see him. He don't never post them. That was a storyline. So Scrappy and Bambi are packing up the house. And Bambi was like, I like how your attitude is so nonchalant. It's like you have no care in the world that you're moving. And Scrappy was like, I got a family, but you don't want that family. One little thing happens and you're ready to move, or you're ready to move on or whatever. But I'm like, it's not just one thing, sir. Y'all been arguing from day one. So Bambi was like, one little thing. And Scrappy says it takes two people to mess up a marriage. And Bambi was like, that's what you think? Because she don't think she did nothing. And I think that's BS, because I do think that she played a part in this as well. Everything is not Scrappy's fault. Bambi got her ways too, as we saw a few months back when she went at his daughter. That said a lot about who she is as a woman, the type of things that she will say and do, the level she will stoop to. So you're not going to play this martyr and think we're going to fall for that. Never gonna fall for that. Y'all both in the wrong. So Scrappy was like, you're not the only one that's been hurt. He then says in his confessional, I definitely feel like she gave up on our marriage. She had too many people in her corner that was on the negative side because their ish went the wrong way. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I 100% agree with him. Although I love me some Sierra, I like Erica, but them three together, miserable, depressed, and out of control. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, she did have the peanut gallery in her ear. You got two women that's also sad and mad about their relationship. And of course, gonna be like, girl, he just like such and such. I 100% agree with that. I feel like they were trying to, and sometimes, give her good advice, but I do think that there's some truth in what Scrappy just said. I really do. But at the end of the day, I think they still should have never been together. So Scrappy was like, I'm over here with the kids. I'm trying to help you move. Baby, if that wasn't the slap in the face, we would have fought. I'm sorry. We would have had to catch a fade. We would have had to throw them ones, because no way you could sit up in my face and say you over here helping me move like you didn't put me in this situation. What? Like, that was some effed up stuff to say. So, Bambi was like, you trying to help me move. You should have been trying to help me stay in this place. So Scrappy in his confessional says, I feel like she don't love me. Shawty been hell-bent on getting a divorce. Don't act like you ain't threatened divorce 50 million times yourself. Stop. So Scrappy was like, you act like you don't do nothing. And Bambi says, you was just in a person DM that you used to date talking about I'm an effed up person. Why are you still attempting to be with me if I'm such a horrible person? I'm looking through my husband's phone and I see him frolicking on the Millennium Tour. Then I understand why you started acting the way you were acting. Yeah, because he'd already moved on. Not saying that was right, because obviously it's 100% wrong. So, yeah, he started acting real funny when Diamond came back into the picture. And I'm like, you already saw how you and Diamond played out the first time, sir. Like, I don't know what the hell you thinking, because Scrappy's relationships aren't going to work until Scrappy learns his lesson and he learns how to grow up. He's still a child pretending to be a man, first of all. So she says that Scrappy and Diamond were setting up link ups to go to each other's rooms, this, that, and the third. So you know they were smashing while on tour. Bambi, just wipe your eyes and do what you got to do for you and your kids. Like, literally, I know it's easier said than done, but it's healthier for y'all to just co-parent. It really honestly is. So Scrappy was like, you trying to sabotage me? And he take off his microphone and gives it to the producers. And he was like, you want me to fail? And I'm like, what? Because she airing you out that you've been cheating on her? She wouldn't have nothing to air out if you wouldn't have been cheating. Like, make it make sense. And this goes back to him being a victim and being a mama's boy and always wanting to act like he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, you pushed him to do this. And Mama D ain't no better, because just like she going at the BAM, talking about the BAM, this, that, and the third, you was just on Run It Back with Erica and with Shay and saying to them, I'm sorry, because I did not realize how my son was telling me one thing and then doing another with y'all. So what makes you think it's not the same thing with the BAM? Not saying that the BAM is an angel, because she's not, but Mama D, you need to stop and you need to stay out of it. She really honestly does. Really honestly does. Overall, y'all, though, I'm going to give this season premiere an A. It was so good. Like, it just reminded me of old school Love and Hip Hop. This Scrappy Bambi thing is a mess, child. It is a mess. But this seems like it's going to be a really good season. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about tonight's episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.